Hello everyone, my name is Yujie and my student ID is 230666576. So today my topic is about the analysis of Malaysia's international education market environment, trend of the Chinese student and the strategy recommendation. I have the five chapters, so let's turn on the chapter 1 introduction and the objective. From the project overview, we know the research background because China is the world's largest source of the international student with about 1.0213 billion students enrollment in overseas higher education in 2023, and Malaysia has the 216 Chinese students apply for a program in 2024, or 25% increase from 2023. It has become a population study abroad um, that destinations along the Belt and Road due to its low cost, high return advantages. And also have the three research objectives. The first one is to identify the key influencing factor for Chinese students starting in Malaysia. Second one is to evaluate the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and the regional education competitions on Chinese student mobilities to Malaysia. The last one is to prepare the strategy data driven recommendation for Malaysia's institution and the service provide optimize student recommend and retentions from China. So let's turn on to the chapter 2 methodology. From here, we know the research design. We use the questionnaire and use the SPS statistical software to analyze, and the data analysis technology. We just use the descriptive static uh, um, re, reli- reliability analysis when we ignore correlation and multiple linear regression. So let's turn to the chapter 3 result and analysis. From the table 1, we just use the descriptive static. We know this paper conducted a questionnaire service through online and offline method and collect the 2 3 questionnaire, but we just have the 216 valid questionnaire with the efficiency of the 96.8 and 6%. From the table 1 shows the basic situation of the service subject. The gender distribution is balanced with 108 men and 108 women. The age is mainly 18 to 22 years old. Uh, the proportion is 56.02% and 23 to 27 years old just only have the 22.22% and only 3.7% are 28 years old and above. And graduate students account for the higher proportion. Education life is almost 17.83%. Then from the table 2, we know questionnaire reliability test. The overall questionnaire has a high internal con, consol, consultancy. Total the alpha is about the 0.919. The standard is about the 0.92, indicating that the questionnaire tool has a good stability and reliability. The reliability of the academic and the institution demotion is the best because alpha is equal to 0.728 and the ether design is homogeneous and the reliable and the reliability of the study abroad intention dimensions is alpha is equal to 0.637 is slightly lower but close to the 0.7 threshold, and the uh, stand Stanley coefficient is equal to 0.651 has improved. The reliability of the economy and the living environment dimensions is similar, and the material measurement stability is similar. The reliability of the all dimensions means the basis standard, and the questionnaire results can be used for the subsequent statistical analysis, and the most reliable and the most reliable the part focus on the issues related to academic qualities and the policy factor. Now let's turn on to the homogenetic test. From the table 4, we know the p-value of the all dimensions are greater than 0.05, indicating that the data distribution between males and females has the same variables. That is the homogenetics assumption. It made the f-value range 1.5052 to 2.905. P-value range is 0.103 to 0.303. Is no signature, but from the two variables with the higher f value but still not signature. The impact of the COVID-19 uh, uh, f is 2.905, p-value is 0.103. Policies and internationalization, the f value is 2.508, p-value is equal to 0.135. Implication, there might be suitable difference in the response of the male and the female student to the pandemic and the policies. So conclusion, the student of the different gender has a good homogeneity in terms of the motivation and the influencing factor for studying abroad, and the data can be combined for analysis. So let's turn on to the independent sample t-test. From the table 5, we know the independent sample t-test were conducted on the students of different gender to analyze 7 types of the variables, including willingness to study abroad and academic institution. The results shows that the main source of the female on the all variables were higher than those of the male, and the p-value of the t-test and the Welch t-test were less than 0.001 or reached the corresponding signature level, such as p is equal to 0.014 for the economy dynamic, indicating that they were the signature difference between different gender in each variable among them. The main difference of the dimensions of the willingness to study abroad was 0.556, and coherence was 0.96, with a large difference effect size, that is the females willingness and the percentage of the studying abroad were generations more prominent. From the table 6, we know the one way or another there are signature difference in study abroad related variables among students of different age groups and education levels. Willingness to study abroad, they were signature difference among different age group, and the average willingness to study abroad of the group age 28 and above is 3.25, which is a signature lower than of the other group. Impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, the difference in education level is close to signature, and the average impact of master students is 3.792, which is lower than that of the undergraduate student and the doctor student, which may be due to the short during the master degree and the higher sensitivity to the persistence of the pandemic. Overall, the group age 28 and above has a low willingness to study abroad due to job and family factor. Education level affect the rules of the uh, uh, pandemic in the decision to study abroad. The master student are relatively less affected by the pandemic. From table 7, we know the correlation analysis. All variables are significantly positive correlation, and the correlations between the intention to study abroad and other influence factor is promoting information and publicity. The highest correlation with the intention to study abroad indicate that environment promotion and the information trans transparency apply a decision rule in the decision to study abroad. Academic and situation with a higher correlation with the intention to study abroad, and the economic and the education uh, are significant reflection study, the students concerned about the cost and the safety of the study abroad. In addition, the correlation between influencing factor is stronger, such as the academic factor and the information dissemination indicate that the academic reputation of the situation can be conveyed to students through publicity. And from the multiple linear regression, we know uh, from the table 8, we know the multiple linear regression analysis was used to explore the influences factor of the Chinese student willingness to the study in Malaysia. The mode has stronger exploratory power for the willingness to study abroad, which can explain more than 17% of the chance is in willingness, and there is no serious multiple linear regression program among the variable factor information and public has the most promotions impact, and the good recruitment proportion is the secret to attracting students. The impact of the pandemic and the economy factor are also significant, and the safety concerns after the epidemic and the cost of the studying abroad influences student decision making. Academic and the institution factor has a negative effect. The more students pay attention to academic quality, the more difficult it is to choose Malaysia's university policies and internationality and the living environment have a central impact, but the significance is slightly lower. The study provides a basis for the element of the study in university, and it is recommended to strengthen information promotions, optimize epidemic preventions and control, and economic supports to attract the Chinese students. So there is a conclusion and a recommendation. From here, we have the three conclusion. The first one is about the sample characteristic and the questionnaire uh, reliability. The second one is element intention and the influencing factor. The last one is correlation and the regression analysis is slide. And also we have for the strategy recommendation. The first one is institution level. The second one is family level, and the third one is education institution level. The last one is the social level. For the individual level, because we should focus on the academic development. Clearly, academic interesting and goals mindful use of the resources to develop the study plans, balance study and life, and pay attention to mental health. The family level, because communication openly and effect with the student respective and support their choice and avoid excessive construction. And the education institution level, because we know the integrate international understanding education into teaching and campus culture construction and structuring culture exchange between China and the foreign country. Last one is the social level. Use a multiple channel to do a good job in international education media overcatch and enhance the published understanding of the study abroad. The last one is so this is the last one because this project integrate the following statistical apply. For the statistical calculation, we have the learning the company interpret the data trends and translate them into the recruitment strategy. For the B, the organization program solving, we diagnose the segmentation gaps and propose the data driving solution based on the cluster analysis. and the implementation of the statistical system with introduction strategy service penalized using Google Form and R for for proposing. And last one, research of the existing system, we evaluate the learning's traditional Excel basis method and suggesting more dynamic dashboard alternative. So this is all for my presentation. Thank you everyone.